say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the 20th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play with it.
Turning it on! Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Marshall. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Cardinal. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's some...
Touchdown! Fighting Irish! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the position switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing. So much versatility. Good luck.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Here come the Irish, back on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Snagged in the middle. It's McClain. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets him to the 49-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Got him downfield. Gets away from one, finds some space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Finds his man, it's Marshall. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. That last completion sets him up on second down. Now the play fake. Makes the grab on the shuffle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. On the run, it's 4. Runs into a wall, they'll give him 1 out to the 8.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He'll toss it. Past the first down marker and still running. Running through contact. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Using the quick game. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 till...
Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Cardinal come to the line, needing a few inches to move the sticks. He'll keep it on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That
slips one guy, and now he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
On the run, it's Ford. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Unloads to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The give to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something.
Touchdown, Stanford! The offense cashing it in on that drive. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They tried that left side, but the defense was very disciplined and shut it down for no gain.
And you could see a great job by the defense understanding when the back slipped out to the left, they expanded with him, understood where the pass was going, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle in the open field.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Just a little off. Incomplete. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's 4. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Branson. Pucks it out of the air. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got his man. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Black. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Under fire. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Here comes the heat. Got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. To the air. It's Branson. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If on this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Touchdown, Cardinal! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Gives it on the option. Now Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. They'll go to the ground. And the ball is free on the pitch. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Quick strike complete. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Stanford lines up to punt it away. This will be the fifth kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Down to the 23 for this first and 10. Do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for him.
Turning it on! And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Dropping back, it's Carr. He's got him in the flat. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The lone back's got it. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll ride Davis here. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Give to the big fullback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got a man. It's Davis.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Grabbed behind the line. It's McClain. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now moved it out and putting a drive together. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to execute.
Sneaks into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Carr. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. He makes the catch. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Here's the handoff. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give to Davis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
That's caught. It's McClain. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
To the air. It's Gulbranson. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. This Stanford offense is humming. Set up with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Toss sweep to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense. Wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional. Put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McClain. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Cooper. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Using his feet. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the down.
Finds his target down the middle. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Working that left side now. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Fights off a defender. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Snagged out of the air. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
It's complete. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And this guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Got it behind the line. It's McClain. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. He wants to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Back to throw. It's Gobranson. Quickly out to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's McClain. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Davis. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Off play action. Got his man quickly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Stanford looking to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point was good. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year, and this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season.